Bom dia. For me, it's bom dia. So let's record about the pronunciation about the Aula 9. I'm sweat here. It's not yet summer, but it's still hot. Anyway, there's a neighbor doing some kind of work, as always. So let's do this. Whoops. It's here. Uh, so, aula 9, meu corpo dói. So, this is all about a body. And as you can see in the image, is a body that is not so okay. It's me on the mornings. Bora aquecer? So, there are some questions that is good for you to answer. And that's in the box that you have the how you should answer that. Que horas você acorda? And you can answer, eu acordo às. Eu acordo às. As is the same at when you say the time. I wake up at. So you see this as a lot. You see this as a lot. Oh, this is weird to say that. Que horas você vai para o trabalho? Que horas você vai para o trabalho? Pro is the same as para o. You can connect together to speak faster. And you can answer, eu vou para o trabalho às. Eu vou para o trabalho às, okay? Answer like that, or eu vou às, but it's good if you practice always the full sentence to understand how to pronunciate all the words. And after you did that, of course, you can speak as short as you can. Que horas você almoça? And you can answer, eu almoço às. Que horas você volta para casa? Remember what is almoça first, because I can ask you que horas você almoça, que horas você janta, que horas você toma o café da manhã. So there are some questions that I could do using that, okay? Que horas você volta para casa? Pra is the same as pro, but casa is like a female version. Eu volto para casa às, and you can say something like that. O que você gosta de jantar? And you can answer, eu gosto de jantar, ou eu não gosto de jantar, if you want. Eu gosto de jantar, and you say something that you like to have dinner. If you don't know the name in Portuguese, because there are some many other things that doesn't have a name, the noise is getting worse. You can answer in English or the way that you prefer that. Com quem você geralmente janta? Com quem você geralmente janta? About this word, geralmente, there's an L, and we don't pronunciate it as an L. We pronunciate it as a U sound, like the U vowel, like geralmente. Like I said before, it was not supposed to be like that, but we do that. Most 90% of the people, 90% of the people do that. And you can say eu geralmente janto, or if you always have dinner with those person, you can say that eu janto, like always, okay? But it's good if you practice that geralmente too, because it's a word that you can use in a lot of sentences. Você dorme tarde? And that you can answer, eu durmo tarde ou eu durmo cedo. Remember what it is, okay? It's always good if you translate everything first. I always said that. Quantas cadeiras você tem na sua cozinha? This minha is because you have to change that. Sua for minha. So you have to ask that. Quantas cadeiras você tem na sua cozinha? You have to ask that. I have chairs in my kitchen. Oh, there's some chairs in my kitchen. Você tem animais de estimação? This word is always good to practice. Esti. Try to use that to pronounce it faster. Esti. Ma, open. São. Remember that the C is not cão, estimacão, estimacal, estimação, like an S or something. And I always remember about the pronunciation of this uh, uh, estimação. And you can answer with tenho. Eu tenho ou eu não tenho. And you can say how many pets that you have if you want to. Você está em casa? And of course, you can answer if you are at home or not, if you are in your job. Eu estou ou eu não estou. Você é divertido? Você é divertida? It depends in the case, if you're a girl or a man. And you can answer eu sou ou eu não sou. If you want to say I am a serious or other kind of person, you can answer too. Como você está se sentindo? Como você está se sentindo? You will change that se sentindo for me sentindo, like eu estou me sentindo. It's always good if you practice the full sentence instead say bem, mal. Just answer that. Estou me sentindo and say if you're fine or not, if you are hungry, if you are sad, or whatever. You can say a lot of things. I'm feeling pretty, whatever. I feel pretty. Você faz bolo no final de semana? Você faz bolo no final de semana? If you say, yes, I do, or though I don't, you can say, sim, eu faço bolo, or, you know, eu não faço bolo. I always try to answer the full sentence, like I said before. O que você estava fazendo ontem? Remember that estava is the verb estar. That is one version of to be in the past. Eu estava fazendo ontem, or you can answer like, I was reading, I was cooking, I was watching. And remember how to spell that words with this NDO at the end in this form of continuous that we have here. So try to put that in a continuous way. Like I was reading, I was swimming, I was whatever yesterday. Okay. Some parts of the body. These parts of the body here that I put in this image is not polluted one because I wanted you to see and recognize all that and memorize this image. There's a lot of images with a lot of other parts of the body, but it's kind of polluted, and so I don't like that. And here we have olho, nariz, boca, perna, joelho, cabeça, orelha, mão, braço e pé. I will not show my feet. And here we have some other parts. Of course, I will say about other parts of the body later in the process, not in a hushy version, because I don't think that is helpful. I think that is even worse if you know a lot. But this could be useful. Meus dedos da mão são mais bonitos do que os meus dedos do pé. This is true. Meus dedos da mão, remember about say mão, e são mais bonitos do que os dedos do pé. This is true. I think that is true for most of the people. Abre a boca e mostre os dentes. Abra a boca e mostre os dentes. Está doendo bem abaixo do joelho, na minha canela e na minha batata da perna. When you translate that, you understand what this means and what those parts means. Of course, you will when you translate half of the sentence, you will understand what is that, and you will understand like, why do you call that? There's a meaning with that. There's a hidden meaning in that of why we use this word canela and why do you call that like a potato? Why potato? Okay, and this name panturrilha, panturrilha, yeah. We always use that only when we are at the gym. We say something like that. When the doctor says this word to us, the teacher that teaches PE say these words, but we always say batata da perna. We always say batata da perna. It's something very natural here. People say in all of the country, we say that está doendo. Some people say doendo. There's no, no problem in saying doendo. Bem abaixo do joelho, ou joelho, people say that too. Na minha canela e na minha batata da perna. Preciso fazer exercícios para fortalecer as coxas. Preciso fazer exercícios. Exercícios. There's an accent that, so you have to respect that accent. Exercícios para fortalecer. Fortalecer as coxas. Sempre tive pernas finas. Sempre tive pernas finas. Seu olhar fica lindo com a sobrancelha erguida. Seu olhar fica lindo com a sobrancelha erguida. So when you translate that, you understand what is this underlying part. So there's some other important parts of the body that you say a lot. So there's the reason that I put that and I put that in sentence for you to understand what is that. Remember that dedos e dentes are plural. So just removing the S at the end, and you will see that how do you say one dedo and one dente. It's weird to say that. Expressões com as partes do corpo. These expressions are so common here, but some of them maybe see some weird, okay? So, nunca dê passo maior do que a perna. There's another kind of sentence that you say that in English without a leg. You can say that using your mouth, but you will understand when you translate that. Nunca dê passo maior do que a perna. I will not translate that because I want to talk about that at the class. Isso é dor de cotovelo. When you see that, you think that is some kind of pain, but it's not. Okay, dor de cotovelo, dor de cotovelo is the same. Cavalo dado não se olha os dentes. I think that you have exactly like that in English. Cavalo dado não se olha os dentes. Sebo nas canelas. This, whoa, you think, what is that? This is disgusting or something. Sebo nas canelas. We say that, sometimes we say that. Ele é muito mão fechada. Mão fechada. When you see and you understand the meaning, you see, yeah, it makes sense. Se eu te der a mão, você pede o braço. We have some different ways to say that, the same sentence, or the same meaning with that, but it's always related with the hand and the arm. Se eu te der a mão, você pede o braço. Mete o pé daqui. Mete o pé daqui. Mete o pé daqui. Dores, machucados e doenças comuns. Dores, machucados e doenças comuns. Meu filho caiu de skate e quebrou o braço. Meu filho caiu de skate. We say skate. Oh, this is so weird, I think, for you. Skate e quebrou o braço. Quebrou o braço. Tomei chuva ontem, agora estou resfriado. Tomei. I always remember to when you see some words where you have e and e sound at the end, you have to let it sound on both. Tomei, tomei, not just tome, or tomei, tomei. They have to be like equal. Chuva, chuva is not chuva or something else. Ontem e agora estou resfriado. Remember that estou is not like in Spanish that is estoy. And the same way as tomei, we have to respect both vowels. Estou. Resfriado, resfriado. And the first, I think that is this word can be a little confused, but it's not a hard word. Resfriado. Por favor, não fale alto, estou com dor de cabeça. Por favor, não fale alto. Remember that we say alto, but we're also supposed to be alto. Estou com dor de cabeça. After this noise here, I will be like that. Dor de cabeça. Nem me fale em churrasco, estou com dor de estômago. Nem me fale em churrasco. Churrasco, estou com dor de estômago. Estou com. This some of these pains, some of these aches that we have, we always use the verb to have, the verb to be in a way that is just at a time. That's the reason that you say estou. Eu não quero sorvete de sobremesa hoje, estou com dor de dente. Eu não quero sorvete, whatever, de sobremesa hoje, whatever, too. Estou com dor de dente, estou com dor de dente. Remember that São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, or the most popular regions outside the country, they say dente as that, leite, dente, hoje, and some other parts like Rio Grande do Sul that is not so popular outside. I think that you maybe don't know someone who lives here. They say hoje, dente. So there's no problem in say with this e sound every time, okay? Me cortei cozinhando hoje, mas não é nada grave. This me cortei, we can say me cortei too. Me cortei cozinhando hoje, mas não é nada grave. Mas não é nada grave ou grave, whatever. And remember that the meaning is not connected with grave. It's so different. Ela está com enjoo. Será que está grávida? Every man thinks something like that. Ela está com enjoo. This word, it was supposed to have another accent that, but they removed. And we say something like an U sound, enjoo. Enjoo. But you can say just enjoo. But it's kind of weird to hear that. So I think that's the reason for people saying enjoo, like enjoo, with this U sound at the middle of that. Será que está grávida? Será. Remember, there's an accent that, so that's the reason we say será instead será. Que está grávida. Eu já tossi tanto que estou até com dor de garganta. Eu já tossi tanto que estou até com dor de garganta. Eu já tossi tanto que estou até com dor de garganta, whatever. Tossi. We'll see about this word in the next slide. Ele está com câncer. Cancer and some other disease, we can use we are. Oh, we know. It's not even good to say that they are. I don't know, someone else are. And we can say have, because when you are with that, you can say that for the time you are with that. And that's the same in Portuguese. Meu avô infartou. Meu avô teve infarto. The same, okay. And there's even after you can say that infartou, teve infarto, and you can change that the e sound to that I letter to e letter, like infartou. The same. Oops. Minha avó teve derrame. Minha avó teve AVC. Derrame, AVC is the same thing. So AVC is just the abbreviation for that. And this cardiovascular accident, something like that. And derrame is the word that we used to call here, like all the time. Most older people say that. Meu filho acordou com tosse. Like I said, we'll say it about that. Meu filho acordou com tosse hoje e não vai para a escola. E não vai para a escola. This is not something common here, okay? We go to school even with that. Meu filho acordou com tosse hoje e não vai para a escola. This is easy, I think. Ontem ele teve dor de ouvido, mas passou. If it's for the same person, the person is not okay. Dor de ouvido, dor de ouvido. Ontem ele teve dor de ouvido. We said about this teve, this eve ending, and we'll see a lot more about that later because this is something that common to say, okay? Ela sempre tem enxaqueca pela manhã. Enxaqueca pela manhã. When you translate that, you say, oh, there's a different word. Enxaqueca. It's so different from Spanish and so different from English. Enxaqueca. Enxaqueca. Try to remember about the sound of the letter E. Enxaqueca. Estou com tontura, mas estou bem. Vai melhorar quando eu comer. This is me before noon, every day. Estou com tontura, mas estou bem. Vai melhorar quando eu comer. Estou com tontura, mas estou bem. Vai melhorar quando eu comer. This is me, definitely. Queimei meu dedo na cozinha hoje, não dá para escrever. I always do that. Queimei meu dedo, queimei meu dedo na cozinha hoje. Remember that we have coxinha, that is, we eat coxinha na cozinha. Não dá para escrever, não dá para escrever. This dá, with this accent, is the verb. So, is the verb in Portuguese dar, that is the same as in this case, is the same that the modal verb can. Para escrever. Or you can say para escrever is the same. Escrever. Para quais problemas são esses tratamentos? So, that's the part that you have to have the answers already. Think a little and have the answers. If you do that at home, is better because at the class will be faster. Você tem alguma aspirina? You don't have to answer this question. You have only to say for what problem is that, okay? Lave com água e ponha band-aid sobre que passa. Aspirina and band-aid is something that you see. This is obvious. It's the same word. Band-aid. We say also curativo, but it's more common we say that. Põe band-aid, põe curativo, ok? Lave com água e põe band-aid que passa. Band-aid, we say that. Estou precisando de antiácido, comi demais. This is definitely me. Antiácido. It's like two words connected, so that's the reason that it sounds like that. Antiácido. And speaking faster is something like antiácido. Acho que vamos ter que engessar. Ou acho que vamos ter que pôr gesso. Engessar. Remember that the G sound in Portuguese with the vowels is G, 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 Bo, Gu. G, 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 Go, Gu. This is the sound of the letter G with the vowels here in Portuguese, okay? Engessar is not enguessar. And por gesso is not por gesso. We have this rule for Portuguese here. Tome essa pastilha. Pastilha, ok? E deve passar. Tome essa pastilha e deve passar. Comprei um xarope para você. Xarope. This word had this sound. Xarope. Like ch sound. We have the same for that, okay? Comprei um xarope para você. There's something curious that is good for me to say right now. We can't call someone like xarope, and this is another good thing. Like, você é um xarope, sabia? Você é um xarope, sabia? If someone that is pissing you off and you say something like that. Eu tenho um irmão, ele é muito xarope. It's like someone that is always bothering you. Quer que eu te faça um chá com alho e limão? Quer que eu te faça um chá com alho e limão? Quer que eu te faça um chá? Alho e limão. I think that you know all those words. So remember, you have to guess, to understand for what disease, for what problem is that treatments, okay, and answer that, of course, in Portuguese. Here we have a test just for practicing and for understand a little more about you in this case. So I'll read the test at once, and then I will pass word by word. Quais são os prejuízos de pesquisar sintomas de doenças na internet? Pesquisar os sintomas de doenças na internet pode causar muito mal ao paciente e vai além do risco de um autodiagnóstico errado. Algumas das principais consequências de fazer buscas de saúde na web são fazer suposições erradas, efeito placebo ao contrário, e quando pacientes sofrem reações que não deveriam acontecer, após pesquisarem sobre os efeitos colaterais que o medicamento pode causar. Piorar o estado de saúde, que é seguir recomendações não confiáveis da internet ou de pessoas não especializadas, pode agravar os sintomas ou até causar novos problemas. Aumento da ansiedade. A internet pode oferecer uma leitura distorcida de um tema e supervalorizar os sintomas, provocando medo e ansiedade. Recorrer à automedicação. Além de muitas vezes entrar em pânico sem motivo, você pode acabar compartilhando suas informações pessoais de saúde em sites não confiáveis. So, first, what I think that you should do is pause the video and listen that again and try to follow. As I spoke that faster, it's good for you to follow first, to know where I am talking. So it's good for you, like just to follow where I am and understand how is the reading in the process. Then you can see, oh, it's a normal way just to people say something. You can think like, oh, this is too fast for me, or no, this is common. So if you think, oh, this is fast, so it's always good to immerse yourself more in the language. So if you see that this is a normal thing, it's good because you are in the in your in a good way that I can say that you are improving yourself. So now let's go word by word. Quais os prejuízos? Prejuízos. There's an accent that, so we have to respect that. Quais os prejuízos de pesquisar os sintomas de doenças na internet? Pesquisar, again, sintomas de doenças na internet. The same sentence, again. Pode, whatever, causar muito mal ao paciente e vai além do risco de um autodiagnóstico errado. Risco diagnóstico errado. Algumas is not so hard. Principais. Consequências. There's an accent there, so I have to put some strength in that. Consequências. De fazer buscas. You know already, buscas de saúde na web, we say with web, são fazer suposições erradas, suposições, sonhos erradas. Efeito placebo, ao contrário, contrário. Quando pacientes sofrem reações que não deveriam, reações, yes, it's a good word to pronounce. Reações que não deveriam acontecer após pesquisarem sobre os efeitos colaterais que um medicamento colaterais, I think that is not so hard. Efeitos, I think that is even worse than colaterais. Medicamento, no, medicamento is not hard. Medicamento pode causar, ok? Causar is when you put a shoe. Piorar, yes, exactly, yes. Piorar o estado de saúde. Seguir recomendações não confiáveis da internet ou de pessoas não especializadas. It's not so different from English. Especializadas. Pode agravar os sintomas, again, ou até, is always that, até, like we say, so long, see you, até. Causar novos problemas. Problemas. This is a word here that we can see a lot of Brazilians that doesn't know how to say that. When you can set a difference between people, between knowledge, is the word that we have to see. There are some people that doesn't have access to education that say problemas or something like that. So it's always problemas. Aumento da ansiedade. Ansiedade, whatever. A internet pode oferecer uma leitura is like the word leite, but leitura distorcida de um tema e supervalorizar. Super is normal. Valorizar os sintomas, provocando medo e ansiedade. And the last one, recorrer à automedicação. Auto is auto. Medicação. Remember about são. Além de muitas vezes entrar em pânico sem motivo. Você pode acabar compartilhando, when you try to say that part by part, you say remember? Compartilhando suas informações pessoais. We can say something like pessoais, Ok, pessoais, it sounds similar. De saúde em sites não confiáveis. Sites. We picked this word from English, and so it's something similar in the way that we pronounce that. Oops. And some exercise for you to practice. Those exercises always good for you to understand about that. Uh, every new class, there's some exercise that we can practice about the previous one in that part, pode aquecer, for you to never forget about that. And the exercise at the end is almost every time connected to the class. So, você já quebrou algum osso? There's the translation that. Você já quebrou algum osso? And you can say that you already or not. O que você toma quando você está com tosse? And you can answer, eu tomo, and that. Você já se cortou com papel? We don't have the word paper cut in Portuguese, ok? O que te daria dor de cotovelo? Remember what is it? And you say, this could give me that. Quando você está resfriado, com resfriado, we don't have to say this com all the time. Quando você está com resfriado, we can say quando você está resfriado ou quando você está resfriada, ok? Prefere tomar remédios ou chás? And you can answer, prefiro tomar and choose one. Você costuma se machucar muito? Você tem muita dor de cabeça? Muita dor de cabeça. O que você recomenda para dor de estômago? O que você recomenda para dor de estômago? This word is similar than English, so you can understand the sentence just by reading. Okay, it's that. And if you have questions, don't forget to send me a message. And let's keep doing that. Okay, bye-bye.